loyal viewers, retro gamers, and cosplayers. Hey, symbolism of integrity, honorability, loyalty, and courage. These are things currently in 2026 that are lacking overall in our Western Hemisphere. As I come to you from Flagler, Florida, it is, of course, your good friend, Wild Elf 26, folks. Just to let you know I'm here. But yeah, in video gaming, of course, recently Sony trying to push everybody into digital-only gaming, and looks like for music as well as movie streaming as well. Apparently their big plan for the future is to adopt the Roku, the Roku business model. Yeah. So essentially you don't purchase anything anymore, which is why it's staggeringly important to have physical media, whether it be cartridges or discs, CD-ROMs, DVD-ROMs. Heck, a good assortment here, whether it be games, classic games of various types, cartridge or disc, or even music. We all enjoy some good music CDs, don't we? Heck yeah. Or even our favorite movies, whichever they happen to be at the moment. You know our taste is fickle. But as long as they're physical, you can grab them, you can play them anytime. They cannot delete our classic games, folks. If they are physical, they cannot be deleted. And we can enjoy them over and over and over and over again, folks. That's the beauty of physical media. You pay a purchase price, you have something to show for a purchase that cannot be dipped in, removed, lessened, or just outright deleted. And something about that whole feeling going into a department store, seeing that disc on a shelf you like, opening it up and enjoying an actual disc, a beautiful disc with a great label, sometimes a wonderful booklet of some sort, or some collector's booklet. But if you agree with me that physical is definitely the way to go, and you probably think that Sony is going to lose an enormous amount of customership over this debacle, mainly because it seems like they falsified a lot of info about who purchases digital over physical. They were including all kinds of examples, you know, like smartphone gaming, tablet gaming. They were including games on their network that were not available in physical, that were only digital, as if that was a fair example or something. And so the people have spoken. They've been inundating any of the Sony recent posts with anything that has a comment section that Sony puts up gets ratioed, where they just basically, they comment like crazy about, you know, wanting physical discs for the PS6, PS5, wanting a physical disc future. And Sony has never addressed any of it. They're acting very immature in that way. And if the Microsoft company division of Xbox is really paying attention, they stand to gain a lot of customers. All they got to do is publicly admit that they're going to commit to physical discs for 6 or 8 years or 10 years. They'll have guaranteed customers. It'll be a number very similar to whatever the number is of customers leaving Sony, of course. Of course, as retro gamers, we have choices like the Evercade, which is a new system with retro titles on physical cartridges. Even though most of them are flash-based cartridges, they still count. And with graphics that go, they seem to max out around Nintendo 64, I wouldn't be surprised if there's an upgraded Evercade at some point that handles Dreamcast and possibly GameCube level graphics at some point in the future. But that'll be an interesting happening when it occurs. But physical, folks, keep your gaming bright and positive. Just keep physical media, folks, and shop around. Not all these games are super high priced yet. It's mostly gouging from resellers trying to take advantage of what's happening. It's kind of what I like to refer to as either the Tickle Me Elmo effect or the Cabbage Patch Kids doll effect from different holiday rushes where everybody just had to have a Tickle Me Elmo or they had to have a Cabbage Patch doll, and they were willing to pay ridiculous prices to horrible, loathsome scalpers. All right, folks, you have a great day. And remember, as we go forward into this future where they're trying to take away physical media, keep courage, keep integrity, be honorable to your agreements, definitely, because we have to set an example. If we're honorable to our agreements as they're originally done, then maybe if we keep setting that example, Sony may one day go back to being honorable too. But right now, that doesn't seem to be in the cards for Sony. So we'll see, hopefully, what Xbox will be doing. Or maybe even another contender. Sega's been on the sidelines. They've been producing games for the various game systems over the years. They've had a deal with Nintendo where they just stay a game developer, no console competing. But that may change. They may see this opening in the market where physical media is at an all-time preciousness, and they may come out of the shadows with a new console or maybe a sequel to a popular old console. Left and right on the internet, I hear people would love a Dreamcast 2 that's backwards compatible with Dreamcast 1 games. What do you think of that? Please let me know in the comments, folks. As usual, y'all have a great day. This is your pal, Wild Elf 26 here at Games Wild Elf 26. Subscribe and like, and you all may the Triforce bless you all. All right.